Welcome back to Heels and Quads Media here on YouTube. I'm Tommy, and I'm back with another video. I'm going to steal a little idea from Levi, who yesterday made his triumphant return to the channel and did a tier list of the Iron Maiden studio albums. So since he's in the process of ranking and reviewing those albums, I thought I would go back and do a tier list of the Kiss studio albums, but not including the solo albums like I did in my rankings. But since I've already ranked it, it might be a little easier for me because he kind of tiptoed without giving spoilers on where he was ranking the upcoming albums rankings in his series of the Iron Maiden album rankings. But I thought this was a cool idea. I've been thinking about it. We both kind of been like getting into the tier list videos on YouTube, and I think it's a little more laid back and relaxed. I don't think you have to be as perfect. I'm going to try to do this without editing anything, try to give it that raw reaction like he did. I thought it was great. He sent me the video, and obviously I added in a couple of videos or whatever if you've seen it. If not, go back and watch it. While you're at it, make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment down below, tell me how you would rank the Kiss albums as far as tiers go. On this, it kind of steers away from the norm as far as tier listing goes, because instead of S, then A, B, C, D, you wanted the best, you got the best, so that's your S tier. A would be great, B would be good, C is okay, and D is rock bottom. So I thought that was kind of cool. I was looking around, I saw a couple of these, and I was like, okay, this is the one I want because it's Kiss. It's more Kiss. But yeah, I think this is a cool idea. I like the tier listing. I didn't know how we would do it as far as if we would just screen record our laptops or if we would do videos. I think we're going to try this, kind of like test the waters out individually with this, and then maybe we'll start doing some of these live. I think that would be fun. Also, possibly, filming us doing it instead of just our voices doing it. I think that would also be a cool idea. We kind of kicked that around, but for now we're just going to do it this way, kind of see how it all works out. If anybody watches it, then maybe we'll add some effects to it and do them live, because I think that would be fun. Plus then we get the viewers or the audience on our channel to kind of be a part of that. And if you're not aware, we finally are able to have people join. So I did away with the Patreon a couple of months ago because I just felt like I wasn't able to manage so much kind of on my own. And now me and Levi are 50-50 on this, obviously, but like I'm editing, I'm making content, I'm running a Patreon, I'm running social media, and it's a lot for one person. But he's a new dad, so it's a little more difficult for him. So now on YouTube you can join, and joining, I believe there's 3 tiers. I think it's a 99-cent, $2.99, and then I believe $4.99 or $5.99, and each tier you get different things. As you move up, you get the previous, obviously, a lot like Patreon. But with that, also when we do lives, you'll be able to super chat, get to the front of the line, have your questions answered right away. You get top billing for super chats and stuff like that, and the super stickers and all that stuff. So anyways, without further ado, let me get into this. I'm going to do opposite of Levi, however. I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to work backwards in the Kiss discography. He started from the beginning of Iron Maiden, and I feel like that's unfair, and it's less dramatic. I didn't want to tell him that, but I feel like it's less dramatic if you have, your early albums. Unless, in a lot of bands, they progressively get better. Some of these older bands, they kind of just threw albums out because they felt like they had to put an album out, or they were under contract and it was part of their contract to have those albums out. So I'm going to start with 2012's Monster, the last Kiss album to be released. Now, assuming this will be the final Kiss album, studio album of new tracks, unless they decide to maybe write an album, do kind of like an AI thing to go with the avatars, that it will be a touring show, or at least, you know, the ABBA show that they have in London or outside of London, and it's going to be probably in one spot. I'm assuming Las Vegas, maybe the Sphere. I think that would be a cool show to have while they don't have, you know, a regular show going on. But that's just, you know, that's my opinion. I'm probably wrong, and it probably won't happen there, but I could definitely see Vegas because of the mini golf and the Gene Simmons display of all the memorabilia and merchandise. Anyway, so let's get into it. So Monster, we got Monster here, and I ranked this dead last. It's not that I hate it, I don't have a connection with this album. This album to me is one of those that it felt like it was forced. Yeah, it's the newer lineup, but it's like, I don't know. Tommy Thayer playing, and I don't have a problem with Tommy. I think he's a good guitar player, and he plays the part well. But he's playing a part of something that was created by someone else. But that being said, doing a song like Out of This World on this album, in the vein of The Spaceman, who was originally Ace Frehley, of course, this album to me is just okay. However, I do really like Heller Hallelujah. There's a couple of songs on this that I do like. I like Eric Singer doing the All for the Love of Rock and Roll. I think it's kind of like Nothing to Losey from the first record that Peter sang. Or, well, I mean, they all kind of sang on it, minus Ace. I'm sure Ace did backing vocals on it. But anyways, so yeah, I'm just going to say Monster is an okay. Okay, Sonic Boom, the album previous, 2009. I remember this came out. I got it at Walmart. It was a Walmart exclusive. I got a shirt also, and they had a shit ton of Kiss merch. They had like little like fleece blanket throws, and it was kind of like around like kind of like the Kissology releases. So this was still a time where Kiss was relevant. They did well on Billboard with both of these albums, honestly. And I think that was kind of my thing with Monster, and that's why I didn't put it on Rock Bottom. It charted very well. I was really excited that Kiss was charting. And I think that's why I can't put it at Rock Bottom. Even though I didn't really listen to it all that much, I've probably listened to it maybe 15 times all the way through, if that. But, I mean, for a common person to listen to an album 15 times is pretty good. For a Kiss fan to listen to a Kiss album only 15 times is a different story. So Sonic Boom, however, I really did like this album. And again, kind of my problem when Lightning Strikes, the Tommy Thayer track on the album. Not a fan of it. Too much of an AC album, although he does have co-writes on I'm an Animal and Never Enough. I did like Modern Day Delilah, if I could talk. Modern Day Delilah being the first single, and but not the only single. Surprisingly, they had 3 singles off this record, and I remember hearing all 3 on the radio at the time, and that was awesome. Where I worked, you know, the radio, just regular terrestrial FM radio was on, and I heard all 3 of these songs throughout, you know, its release, and I thought that was pretty cool. I'm gonna put Sonic Boom good. And I know I ranked it low, but I honestly kind of enjoy Sonic Boom. And I did say I did a Spinning Saturday, and it was a Kiss Summer Spectacular. Just, it's silly. These titles for on the thumbnails are silly, and the pictures of people are just silly, and I like doing it. I told I told my wife last night. I showed her the one from that, and I said my face on the thumbnail looks like I saw a ghost. Um, so before Sonic Boom, let me go back here. Oh my God, we got to go back so far because it's 1998 and Psycho Circus. Let me get to it here. 1998 Psycho Circus. I remember when this album came out too, the lenticular cover. First single, badass Kiss song. A lot of fans that do YouTube channels that talk Kiss all say it seems that that song is a bona fide Kiss classic. Classic with a K, of course. And I agree that that song is great. I like Within. I Pledge Allegiance to the State of Rock and Roll. I really like that song. Always liked it. Aces, Into the Void. We Are One. I find myself singing it every once in a while. You Wanted the Best is cheesy. Raise Your Glasses is okay. I finally found my way. Obviously, they were trying to get the Beth thing going, but I mean, I think it's cheesy, and I think Peter kind of just sleeps through it, but it's still, I like it. Dreamin', Journey of a Thousand Years, yeah. I don't know. I like the In Your Face Japanese bonus track, and it was also on the CD that came with the 3D video release. I like that one. So I'm going to go Psycho Circus. I'm going to put it at okay for now. I like it, but we'll see. We'll kind of see how the rest play out, and I'm try to be fair. I don't think anything's going to hit rock bottom, but we'll see. All right, so before that we have Carnival of Souls, of course. It was recorded between 95 and 96. Obviously, then the reunion happened after MTV Unplugged, so it got pushed back, and it was done, so why not release it? And it's another one where it's kind of like a different Kiss. You don't, if you're a Kiss fan at first, I think, had it came out pre-reunion, I think the reception for it would be better. I think the mix would be better. I think the production would be better. That being said, songs like Rain and Jungle and In My Head, I like I Walk Alone, Bruce's one lead vocal, and it ends the album. I think that's really cool. So I'm going to put this at okay also for now. But we'll come back to it. We'll look it over before I finalize it here. Alright, so before that, and I'm not doing the live albums, I'm not doing greatest hits, just doing the studio albums. Before that, 1992's Revenge. I just got this on vinyl. You can see me talk about it a little bit on the last Spinning Saturday, the Kiss Summer Spectacular. It was a birthday present for my mom. Revenge is held to a high standard of Kiss albums, especially in the non-makeup era of Kiss. Obviously, it's the first album since Unmasked to not feature Eric Carr on drums. This is when Eric Singer was brought in. Eric Carr had passed away. And I mean, this album was so heavy. Unholy kicking it off. Take It Off, a cool strip club song, co-written by, famously, of Alice Cooper's band, Kane Roberts, with the machine gun guitar. Tough Love's kind of gritty. Spit, I Could Take It or Leave It. God Gave Rock and Roll to You, obviously first appearing on the Bill and Ted Bogus Journey soundtrack. I like it. I know a lot of fans think it's cheesy. I like it. Domino's cool. Heart of Chrome is probably my favorite on the album. Thou Shalt Not. It's okay. Every Time I Look at You is a beautiful ballad. I think it gets kind of overlooked and people kind of think that it was like a going that movie theme route, but it was like before, it was pre Armageddon, Aerosmith. Every Time I Look at You is kind of in that vein. Paralyzed is a cool one. I've always liked that song. I know it's cheesy, but it's that double entendre kind of like, I just want to forget about you. Instead, he's going to say the F word. And in Alive 3, he does, and it's awesome. Then you get that car jam instrumental, which was originally Eric and Ace, but they remixed it and had Bruce do it, which is awesome. Love it. Love Bruce. Love Eric. I think this is going to have to go You Wanted the Best. That's going to be number one on the You Wanted the Best. Not number one. This isn't like tiers aren't ranked, but you know what I mean. So before that, we go back. Hot in the Shade. Yeah. It's a it's a glorified demo. This whole album, it's long. There's too many songs. I've talked about that. Other Kiss podcast channels or YouTube channels have talked about that. It's a glorified long ass demo tape. Forever the single, obviously Paul Stanley, Michael Bolton co-write. Beautiful song, love it, huge hit. Rise to It's fun. Love the video. Who doesn't? Any Kiss fan that has seen that video loves that video. It's fun. Hide Your Heart. Another good one, covered by God and everybody, including Ace Frehley at the time. Little Caesar having an Eric Carr lead vocal is cool. I mean, it's fun for what it is, but songs like Read My Body and Boomerang kind of stinky. I don't know. But for what it is, it's where is it? There it is. Leon the Sphinx. It's just okay for me. That one's a close rock bottom, honestly. Just the production. But Forever's great. I love Forever. From 1987, Crazy Nights. I know a lot of Kiss fans hate this record. I fucking love this record, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I love Bon Jovi. I'm getting ready to rank Bon Jovi. I just talked about the new Bon Jovi album, Forever. Go back and watch that. While you're at it, subscribe, like this video, comment, all that shit. I really, to this day, still wish Sword and Stone was on this album. It pisses me off that it's not. I think I would love to hear a Kiss full band, not the demo, not somebody else doing it. I want that. I want to believe it's out there somewhere. So hopefully at some point we'll get a career retrospective actual box set with everything, and we can pick and choose what we want. That's what I'm hoping for. Even streaming, I'd be fine. I just want to hear a full studio version of that. The single / kind of title track, Crazy Nights, it's anthemic. It's Kiss. I'll Fight Hell to Hold You is a banger. Bang Bang You is fun. No, No, No. Even that is exciting. Hell or High Waters, kind of down and dirty. My Way. This song to me is like that 50-50 split on the record. Some people hate it. Other people say it's one of the best Paul Stanley vocals ever. When Your Walls Come Down's fun. Reason to Live. Decent sized hit. Cool enough video. Good Girl Gone Bad. Gene being Gene. Turn on the Night. I like it. I think it's fun. It's pop. Co-write by Diane Warren. And then Thief in the Night to round it out. Crazy Nights for me. Like I said, I love it. I'll put it in the good tier, to be fair. As a Kiss album, it's a good B. As a hair metal / Bon Jovi record, I'd put it at the very top. But that's not what we're doing. We're ranking it by Kiss. Alright, so next up would be Asylum. This one is one I talked about being a little overlooked, a little underrated, I think. I think a lot of people think it's too poppy. I like it. And my favorite song on the album is Who Wants to Be Lonely, and that's because I first saw the video on Kiss Exposed and fell in love with the song because I thought the video was ridiculous, even then. Tears Are Falling, of course, great one. All Night, cheesy, funny, fun, 80s. It's great. And King of the Mountain, one of the best Kiss openers on any record. So, with that being said, I will put Asylum at good for now, /B for now. But we'll look at it when I'm done and we'll come back to it. Alright, so next up, 1984, the year before, back when bands used to put out an album a year or more, is Animalize. Now, this obviously, with the MTV concert that was recorded later, released on home video. Animalize, live, uncensored. One of the best concerts ever to be put on film. I've had enough Into the Fire, great. The first single, Heaven's on Fire. Bonafide Kiss classics. Bonerfied Kiss classic. Burn Bitch Burn, Gene being Gene, Get All You Can Take. I like it. It's got a cool rhythm, groovy feel to it. Thrills in the Night, I love. While the City Sleeps is Gene being Gene. Under the Gun, another one they did, it seems like forever. Maybe it was just that tour, but it's, I don't know. I've heard so many Kiss concerts and watched so many Kiss concerts. It feels like the years kind of bleed together when you're, obsessed. So Animalize, I'm going to put good for now. Again, we will reconvene at the end and kind of really finalize it. The okay, I know for sure, are staying at okay. And then back another year, 1983, the first album without makeup, Lick It Up. I just got this one on vinyl. This was another one that was featured on Spinning Saturday. And I really like it. I wish I would have had it on vinyl a long time ago so I didn't have to spend as much as I did to get an original press. But nonetheless, I have it now. And that's all that really matters. A Million to One, my favorite track on the album. Obviously, title track Lick It Up's a classic. Young and Wasted's fun. Liked it live. I like Give Me More. Exciters, fantastic. Not for the Innocents, got a nice funky bass groove to it. Fits Like a Glove, another fun one. All Hell's Breaking Loose, I hated it when I was a teenager. Now I fucking love it. I think it's fun. I think it's kitschy. Paul doing the little rap. The video's great. I'm gonna put this as an A for now. I would do kind of like what Levi did yesterday with one and have it on that line, but he did it here. I'm gonna give this an A minus. So if one gets kicked out of the grate, it will most likely be Lick It Up. All right, let's go back one more. This was ranked. Well, I'm not going to tell you where it was ranked, but it was ranked very highly. But if you haven't seen my Kiss rankings, if you're one of the over 8,000 people that have seen it, you know. But if you haven't, go back and watch it. From 1982, Creatures of the Night. First rock Kiss album featuring Eric Carr. And even though Ace is on the cover, as we all know, he did not play on the record. Alright, let's get into it. Creatures of the Night, obviously, title track, fantastic. And this, as the opener for Kiss Alive 3, is balls to the wall. Saint and Sinner, possibly my favorite song on the album. I Still Love You is a great overlooked ballad. War Machine, had it not been played live every single show for the last, since 04 at least, it would be higher on my list. I'm burnout on it. Same with I Love It Loud. Burnout on it, like a lot of people. Killer's great. Danger's great. Rock and Roll Hell's great. Keep Me Coming's great. This is a bona fide. You wanted the best. You got the best. All right. Going back. Music from The Elder from 1981. This is the first album to actually feature Eric Carr. What a crime against Kissmanity. I mean, obviously, I owned it as a kid on CD, as a teenager on CD, and now I have it on vinyl. I've shown that on, I believe I've already, I did it on Spinning Saturday, and it was on Instagram, on our Instagram. Follow us at Heels and Quads on Instagram. Also on TikTok at Heels and Quads. It's a lot of, like, the shorts and stuff, but sometimes I post, like, the full videos of, like, Spinning Saturday or something on there. It's fun, whatever. Oh, also, we have a shop now, so check that out. On YouTube, you just click on our channel, and at the bottom of the bio, it says view shop or something like that. Fanfare's instrumental. The Oath, cool. Just a Boy, weird but kinda cool now. Dark Light's cool. I love Ace's vocal on it. That poppy Ace is so good to me. Mr. Blackwell's cool. World Without Heroes, for what it is, decent song, weird video, but cool in the same. It's always a treat to see Kiss in moving pictures in the Elder outfits. I love the Ace Elder outfit. That is my favorite Ace costume. I'll fight anybody who has a problem with that. Eyes a great anthem, obviously. There are Kiss fans that would put this at the top. I'm going to put it at, and I think I ranked it really low, but hearing it on vinyl is a different experience, honestly. I'm going to put it in the good tier. Okay. We're starting to go back into the nitty gritty now. From 1980, Unmasked. Not quite, but we're getting there. This is a 50-50 split album. I'm on the fence of that 50-50 split. Some days I love Unmasked. Some days I am annoyed by it. Talk to Me is my favorite song on the album. I love Shandy. I don't care. Whatever. I like it. Is That You is super cool. Naked City's alright. What Makes the World Go Round? Tomorrow? Two Sides of the Coin's alright. She's So European. It's weird and genie, but it's cool. Easy As It Seems is pretty damn good. Torpedo Girl, probably my least favorite of the three Ace tracks, but it's Ace. And it's poppy Ace. You're All That I Want, probably my least favorite. I'm gonna put it, I'll put it at the good tier for now. Alright, 1979 Dynasty. This is another one. Back then, real Kiss fans probably hated it. Kid Kiss fans loved it. Now, I think we can all rejoice and reflect and say that this is a great fucking album. I Was Made for Loving You is a Kiss fucking classic. Get over it. It's their most streamed song, over Rock and Roll Night, over Detroit City, over Shut It Out Loud, over Beth, over everything. I Was Made for Loving You is the most popular Kiss song because it's featured on different shit of different genres. It's not just Kiss. Oh, we're doing a movie about rock and roll. Oh, let's put Rock and Roll Night in it. Yeah, obvious. We're doing a movie about a couple being in love. We're doing a rom-com. We'll put I Was Made for Loving You in a scene. Genius. So, Dynasty, great. Sure Know Something, awesome. Ace's cover of 2000 Man by the Rolling Stones, obviously, I love it. Dirty Living, Peter Criss's only contribution to the band on this album. I like it. Charisma is such a cool Gene song. I wish they did this live. Hard Times, great Ace. Save Your Love, Ace. X-Ray Eyes, it's starting to grow on me. I'd shit on it a little bit at my ranking, but it's growing on me over the last year or so. All right, going back. Remember, no solo albums, no live albums. So we're going back to Love Gun. This is you wanted the best, you got the best. If you don't think so, you're crazy. Opening with I Stole Your Love, classic. They should have opened every single fucking show with I Stole Your Love. It is one of my favorite Kiss songs. Christine 16, I realize that it's creepy, but it is a catchy fucking song. Got Love for Sale? Shock Me, the first vocal from Ace. That makes this a top tier Kiss classic album. The title track, Love Gun, is my favorite song of all time. Favorite rock song of all time. I have different tiers as far as what my favorite song of all time is. But that, as far as a hard, quote unquote, hard rock song, that is Love Gun. Nothing tops it. Hooligan, yeah, it depends on the day. Almost Human's cool. Plastercaster is a great song about somebody making a dildo out of your ding dong. That's hilarious, and it's a good song. The cover of Then She Kissed Me, I like it. I don't care what anybody says. I think Paul's vocal on it is fantastic. And I like the original song, so. And it's in Goodfellas, the original, so. How can you hate it? I mean, I see it then. Like, if you're a diehard Kiss fan in 1977, I wasn't born for another 10 years. But I can see back then being like, oh, what the fuck is the hottest band in the land doing? They suck. Alright, Rock and Roll Over is next, because we got 2 in 76. And I love this album. I, personally, in 76, I'm taking this over Destroyer any day of the week. I obviously did Truck City, Shout It Out Loud, Beth, God of Thunder. All those songs, King of the Nighttime World, I love. Flaming Youth, I love. But Rock and Roll Over, to me, is not a rock bottom. Is a You Wanted the Best Kiss album. I mean, that 70, from Alive to Love Gun is unmatched. That run that they had is incredible. And, I mean, obviously I wasn't there. My dad was a Kiss fan, or is a Kiss fan. He's still here, and he still likes Kiss. But in that time, you know, over my years and the brief conversations I get to have with him about music alone, you know, I've heard stories about just the magic, and you see it on video, and especially now with YouTube, you kind of have access to all video, especially about something like Kiss. But I mean, to be in that moment had to have been special. Obviously, Hard Luck Woman, first single released on it. Classic Paul Stanley Wright, fantastic Peter Criss vocal. I Want You is one of those songs where it also depends on my mood. Some days I love it, and some days I just think it's okay. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I'm saying it. Take Me is great. Ladies Room, you know I love that one. Baby Driver, Love 'Em, Leave 'Em I think is good. Mr. Speed is my favorite song off this record. I wish that was in the set list every Kiss tour from Rock and Roll Over to now. Or you know, the end of the road. See You in Dreams, and Making Love, great. So Destroyer, in my personal opinion, production could be better, but obviously this is top tier. Just for the track list alone. I'm not even going to go into detail. If you don't know about Kiss Destroyer, look at the album cover. That's why it's top tier. The songs are just as good. It's just the extra added shit. I'm not a fan of it. Dressed to Kill, You know, this is so weird. This is another one that grew on me over the years, and I didn't realize how much I liked it until I got it on vinyl. Um, I'm gonna put it in the great tier. I'm not gonna put it top tier. And yeah, I know Rock and Roll Nights on it. Yeah, I don't care because let's face it, the live version of Rock and Roll Night is the ultimate version because it has a guitar solo in it. It has two. Um, Next up, the two from '74. Let's talk about them. I love both these records. Hotter Than Hell's first up because we're working backwards. I think this is the most underrated Kiss album. I know a lot of people hate the production on it, but I think that's part of its charm. They weren't supposed to be polished in 1974. Their makeup wasn't polished. Their costumes weren't polished. They were the demons of rock. I think this is a You Wanted the Best album. All the Way is my favorite. I know some people hate it. I love it. The title track's great. Parasite, Strange Ways, Coming Home's good. I think the unplugged version's better, but it is what it is. Yeah, whole record's great. All right, and to finish it up, because I know I'm long-winded, but I'm talking about Kiss, so it's kind of hard not to be. The debut Kiss album, with its flaws of Love Theme from Kiss and Kissin' Time. Where do I go? Alright, let's go original press. No Kissing Time, but we still have Love Theme. Had it stayed Acrobat, it would have been fantastic. Oh, God. I think I'm going there. Alright, that's what I'm doing. It's a little ridiculous, I know, but I don't have any rock bottoms, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You Wanted the Best. But 7 out of 20, I mean, that's not bad. 3 greats, 6 goods, 4 okays. I think it's fair. We're going with it. I think it's fair. Alright. If you like this and you want us to do more of these, let us know in the comments. Also, you can do that. We see what videos bring subscribers in. So if you like this video or you like the Iron Maiden one better with Levi, I know I'm a little more long-winded than Levi is, and I get tongue-tied a lot. But I've also had like little to no sleep, even though I'm sure he has little to no sleep either, so I shouldn't use that as an excuse. That's not fair on my part. But if you do like these, subscribe. Let us know in the comments so we will make more of these. Let us know if you'd like to have the video of us doing this from behind the computer screen. Also, in addition to seeing it on the tier. Let us know if you want us to do it live. Let us know what bands you want us to do the tier lists on. These are easier for us to do than the ranking series. I'm going to continue to do the ranking series. I don't know if Levi will after the Iron Maiden one, when he eventually gets that done. I will continue to do it with other bands. I've got Bon Jovi coming up, then followed by Bruce Springsteen. Couple of New Jersey-based things I want to do, but I want to do it, so we'll do it. Let us know in the comments what bands you want us to do. Let us know what bands you want Levi to do. Let us know what bands you want me, Tommy, to do. Or let us know what you want to see us both do together on a live. So subscribe, like the video, comment. And, of course, tell your friends, tell your enemies, and I'll see you next time.